I put the setting on low latency, which is going to be 10-second behind, because I'm not sure if people will actually be here slash stay to chat. And the other reason is because usually, since I usually have ultra low latency, which means it's a 5 second delayed and not a 10 second delayed. That means I can respond quicker to whatever, but the quality also goes bad. So I don't know who is actually going to be here, or if anyone at all. Hold on, let me go and chat on my phone. Wait, am I even talking? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it says I am. It's weird. Wait, it's because I'm looking at my 10 second delay, and that's why I forgot that I already sabotaged myself beforehand. Okay. I'm gonna keep my phone by me. So, what I'm gonna do first is screen record my entire playlist, because recently it's been getting bombed lately by Copyright System and Sebastian Wolf and the Nintendo Ninjas. You know those people. That's why I have these two tabs out. Other than that, low key, I just kind of did that for. Low key, I don't really have a good reason to be on here. I guess because I want to make a. I made a YouTube short where Hold on. I made a YouTube short of where I watched Nine. I got the footage from me at the store, but I kind of just like kept it there, and until I recently I watched the movie Nine. It was good. It was a good movie. I watched it like again yesterday just to get like the other parts of the clips. Unfortunately, I actually left my audio in, which really sucks now because it's not like I was talking while I was recording. Because why would I? But so it kind of sucks that it's just more awkward now. But so I'm thinking about making a review for it, mostly because my new video that I'm planning on making, aka my news video, is me yapping about some stuff that's gonna happen. Even though majority of it is kind of outdated now that I think about it, but I'm still gonna upload it because I kind of ranted about about how I was looking for movie 9, and I might have like made some predictions, which looking back now is pretty silly. The predictions were pretty silly. So I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm not gonna spoil much. All I know is that I recorded. I mean, what I meant. I deleted a certain like I got rid of like a certain thing because I realized that definitely didn't make sense. Even though I thought this thing was gonna happen in the movie, it didn't. I kind of lied to myself, so I kind of like, and then I realized a better way of how to make the video about. Okay. I'm just saying a bunch of nonsense. So now I'm just gonna scroll on here now. Since my video has been disappearing, I can easily bring it back thanks to me going to my. How the heck is Chime still here? I'm pretty sure I can't even watch that video. I thought that video got removed. That's so weird. Cause I'm pretty sure. I don't think I can see it on my mobile YouTube. That's so weird. How is it still on here? Those private videos are still here. I still don't know what they are, but I feel like some other private videos got they just disappeared somehow. I think the first private video on here is officially gone, which is kind of sad because I've been waiting for it to come back, but I think it's been gone for a while now, so I just gotta move on. I still never realized what that one video was after the whimsical water one for Mario Party 10. I still don't know what that one is. Pretty sure I added a whimsical water one because me and my friend were playing Mario Party 10. But that's maybe more second playlist this time. These majorities are now from like this second playlist. Okay, we're already far past that now. What's wild is that the way my thing work, which by the way I'm actually never mind. I don't want to spoil. Um, but what's wild is my playlist where I plan on after listening to the whole thing, which by the way I usually do the half. I can't which I'm not able to finish the half of the playlist here, like aka the entire thing, because there's always something that gets deleted or privated, and I have to replace it with something, and then those get privated / deleted too. The Undertale OST got nuked. They took down that one channel. It's pretty unfortunate. It's a good channel too. The channel that originally uploaded all the Undertale stuff, but I already got all the Undertale stuff easily though. It's just like the Mario and Luigi stuff now. That's a nuisance and the new stuff. Unless I already listened to it before, but Silver Gunner got nuked back around April Fools. I still remember when Gunner Silver, because I'm pretty sure it was a reverse of the original one. Yep, this is what I was talking about. I'm still on like the Superstar Saga. Let's go. This part or whatever. Jeez, that's wild. I posted that one other thing, and it was supposed to be the 800, but now we just got to the 700, aka the Undertale OST, because that one channel got deleted. So, luckily, I replaced a good amount of pretty much the whole Undertale thing, including the Lonely House, and then I fixed this one day, and then like we ended a broken 8-bit, but now we're on to this here now. All of these have recently been deleted. Okay, not all of these. Some of these things recently got added. Like yesterday, I realized that these 3 music were deleted, and it took me a while for me to find the title screen OST. And Burger Truck plus Asgore theme was really unexpected to be deleted, but it's back now. But I did a thing where I also added some stuff from the other playlists, such as Merry Mix and Last Breath, which I'm pretty sure that was in my other playlist. Okay, so that's one playlist done. We're doing the other because that one's at 800. It's been at 800. And once I got it to 800 for like a few weeks, it all went downhill from there. Everything started disappearing. I haven't screen recorded this publicly on my live stream. I only screen recorded on my phone, aka a day before more got deleted. So a lot more disappeared, but I'm pretty sure I got some of it back. I try to think about a bunch of ways to get it back. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. So here we are now. Apparently there's some other videos that's deleted, privated, but I can't seem to find it for some reason. What's up? I'm screen recording my playlist in case like a music video has been disappearing, because a lot of my... For real? Now? By the way, it's a 10-second delayed. I made it 10 seconds, not 5 seconds, because I wasn't sure if anyone was actually going to show up. Anyways, is it better? Alright, great. So a little recap on like what I mean by like, hold on, let me turn on my volume on my phone. What I mean by that, my music video has been getting nuked recently. So last time I had my playlist like at 800, it was on 773, aka Bowser Airship, Aloft, Paper Mario Color Splash OST, and then all of these videos got deleted, and then I had to replace them. What's even wild is that I added these Super Mario Makers music videos, and then they got deleted like soon afterwards. So then I had to replace them again. Which, by the way, I've been taking screenshots of new videos that we don't have to screen record the entire gosh dang thing every time something's gone. I think it's easier that way, more convenient. But my future playlist one aka the second playlist where I one day plan on merging them after I 100% know I've listened to all of this, and no, just because I've listened to them to these music videos before, doesn't mean they count because they're different videos. It's a rule I've made up. I've been following for a while, so I'm still gonna do it, even though I've already listened to pretty much all of this stuff over here, all of these videos over here before. I gotta re-listen to them. Same way I've had to re-listen to the whole entire Undertale OST because I don't know how to pronounce the channel. Because that one channel that uploaded the entire Undertale OST got deleted by Material Music, and that was an unfortunate day. I mean, I've easily re-listened to them all, but still, it was a sad day when that happened. Okay, back to the future playlist. I'll tell you once we get to the original last video, which, by the way, I just want to say that this playlist was made in the beginning, or more so March of 2025, and we're in January 2026. So this playlist, with all the music it's had, has lasted an entire year, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And it can really kind of shows like what part of what I was doing. Like, some of these might look weird because I've had a whole thing where I'm listening to YouTube on the TV and I'm doing this certain thing where I gotta listen to this video. It's a weird thing. I've tried explaining community posts a long time ago, but you could tell which videos. So basically, for most of the videos, I usually add them if I see a video on my For You page, and I usually just add them sometimes, or majority of the time, whenever I randomly think about the music, I add it on there. Like, a man has fallen in a river in Lego City. Don't ask why I was thinking about that one time. Or sometimes I get requests to add stuff like that one Forsaken song. I haven't from Forsaken music from the game Forsaken on Roblox. I haven't played Forsaken myself, but my friend used it, and I remember using it for the Hunger Games finale. What other examples could I use? Like that one Spamton but he's still a big shot type video. I just randomly saw on my For You page. But sometimes I don't even listen to it beforehand. I just like see like it's a remix of previous music, and then I just add it. All right, we're starting to get to the end, or what was the end. All right, so this was originally the last 10 songs. So originally, the Don't Forget and then That's Getting Run Over was the last video. It was supposed to be the last video of this playlist, and then it's all gone. Uh-oh, someone got deleted. The Kahoot got, some people got deleted, so we'll replace them. We're just putting in the third playlist videos into here now, sometimes. And then we gotta redo the whole thing. It ends with Hank Schrader talking about Quanto Dingo, which is coded to Better Call Saul. Oh, no, that's not the case, because like 12 videos got deleted, and I don't know which ones they are. So, okay, you know what? Okay, this is okay. It says 800. I don't know which is okay. You want to know something really weird? You see Super Mario 2 Super Nintendo remix, right? They got deleted back in December. That channel got deleted, and somehow it resurrected itself. I'm not even joking. The channel literally got deleted and then somehow came back. The videos were still my history, but I already took it out of my playlist. So now they're no longer in their proper place. Because I remember... What the heck is going on with my mouse? What the heck is going on with my mouse? Go back. Okay. I remember stuff like those remix type songs were in stuff like over here or whatever. Or like between the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze stuff. The channel somehow resurrected itself, which, by the way, I went back into my old history. That way I can like correct my AUs, because there was some part missing and obvious, and they made more sense now. Like Father Alvin's funeral, Kara being happy in the Broadway musical, Lemmy waking up from his nightmare in the Squid Game thing. So I basically added a bunch of this stuff back on here, which is good. But what sucks is that the other stuff is gone. Like, but I spent I surprisingly, usually I would just go, oh well, I'll just remember it, which I did for the most part. But I don't know if you've read this one post. Here, I'll look for it. Um, I started talking about it. I think it was over here. Basically, I was trying to. Is it was over here? Somewhere over here, I mentioned that since like it's really annoying to make AUs where any especially it's annoying to make AUs when like the videos get deleted because you lose a piece of the puzzle, right? So it gets confusing because wait, this doesn't make sense. I could have swore something was over here. But so I decided to take screenshots of my every time I listen to my playlist to make an AU. And guess what? It works really well. It's probably the best thing I've ever done because unironically, the AU I literally posted yesterday, literally had a scene where literally had a video in it where it got deleted, and then like when I noticed it wasn't there in the history, I look at the photo and I realized that it was indeed that channel indeed got deleted, and that's why I re-added obese We Fit sound effect thing. So thanks to me doing that, I now basically know all the videos now. But and that's how that's not how I got these. Well, that's how I got Bubble Blaine back, because that's actually for today's AU, which honestly I might actually think about doing. Since it's a short draft I did, I might like copy and paste it from my notes app to here and like maybe make it live directly. It's a pretty short thing. It's a pretty short story where Undyne gets bombed and then she like kills the toads or whatever. I don't know. Other than okay, so about these other videos, Dragon Root Island. I'm pretty sure that this video has been gone for a while now. Like it was one of the earlier videos that I added to the playlist, and I only added it back after I was looking through all my previous. After I was looking through all my random screenshots of me taking a picture of something and being like, guys, look, this happened or whatever. I don't know why. No one really like cared about it that much. But basically, I went down over there, and I saw Dragon Root Island, a music video of it, in one of the pictures. And I looked, and it was obviously not in the playlist anymore. So I decided to re-add it back. Same thing with Angry Bob-omb, maybe. Is that why I added it back? I forgot why. I know for sure that Luigi Mansion ending was gone too, because the other Luigi Mansion OSTs were gone. So if this one Luigi channel OST is gone, then the other is most likely gone too. And it was confirmed too. It was confirmed after I couldn't find it. So I got it thanks to me remembering it. Overworld 4 is like a video I can easily tell was missing because I directly remember adding it. So that was easy to get. Angry Bob-omb is a weird one because I'm pretty sure I added it the same day. I was like at this one air place. So then and honestly, it's kind of weird. I kind of forgot how I got. Another medium Undertale slowed plus reverb. I only know because I screen recorded it. And then like basically anytime videos got deleted, I replaced them with like this. Anytime for the other videos that I can't replace because I don't know which art they are, or B, I can't find the video of it, aka Captain Mini Melody, which honestly I don't really care about because I kind of just added that on my For You page, so I feel like it's just kind of whatever, so I just kind of threw it away until maybe I mysteriously remember it and then decide to get it back. But since the Galaxy themes have been getting deleted, I looked and Boulder Guys got deleted, so I added that. Don't ignore it too. So that's basically what's going on my playlist. I'm not gonna screen record my third one yet. I probably will once. Honestly, I don't even know how long that playlist will last because I'm expecting it not to hit 800 before I merge the two playlists. Okay, so now that I did the whole playlist thing, now what do? I didn't plan this ahead. Dang, I've been live for 20 minutes. Didn't realize that. You got any ideas of what I could do? Because I have no idea. Oh yeah, wait, I said I was. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you were here when I said this, but I watched the 9 movie. I made a YouTube short about it, but the beginning part was back all the way back in October of 2025. That's just been my draft, which I wish it was in my draft because like I left the audio in there, which sucks because I kept removing the audio and kept putting in the music in there. But like at the last part, but when I finally do post it, I actually kept the audio in there, which the regular video draft audio and not the music, and the music video audio was still there. It was louder than mine, but still it just kind of takes me out. Unfortunately, can't go back. Okay, so yeah, any idea? I want to make a 9 review, mostly because I know my video my news video that I posted, aka my 20-minute rant. It's kind of outdated, in a way. Like mostly with like the 9 part, because I was like talking about like finding 9 and how I can't find it even, and I want and basically I was just ranting about how I couldn't find 9, and I was saying how it's like a hidden item that we're not supposed to find or something like that. And I kind of like watched and I think it's best that I watched it because I was gonna like make this one video on like a movie that I didn't watch. So, and then I decided I probably should actually watch the movie because I don't want to make myself look stupid. So I did. It was a good movie. I cut my nails for it. I cut my nails for like the YouTube short because I realized my nails look long compared to my compared to the first part. So I did my nails. I cut my nails before the video, which I think it went a bit off on there. Hopefully, I don't think anyone noticed. So I'm thinking about like adding like a prologue of maybe saying that, but I don't know. I'm gonna like probably add a part in the video where it's like prologue. Skip to insert time. Skip to insert timestamp if you just want to get to review. I'm thinking about doing something like that just to simplify it. Yeah, that's kind of like the idea, just to make the review right now. Or like I could like also keep doing the. I also plan on making a video clip of me going nuts, going against Roaring Knight, and I'm not talking about the fact that I died in the last attack in the Roaring Knight, and then I just kept getting worse and worse after that, even though I got to the last attack and I died on the last attack, and it progressively got worse and worse, and it was a weird time. Okay, now, so what am I supposed to do if I want to make the 9 thing? Then should I use Google Docs? Cause like apparently people make strips on that, but I don't know how you like. I don't know if people who make CapCut videos make who edit on CapCut record while using Google Docs or something like that as a script. But maybe you can. I don't know. I suppose I could try and do that. Yeah, maybe I will. Hold on, let me just censor myself real quick. If it makes you feel better, my 20-minute video, my rant video that I was saying where I watched 9 basically made a news because my whole post is just AUs. I'm gonna make a video about that, not the AU part, but about my community posts, my modern community posts. It's just AUs. It's nothing but AUs. Ignore that I shared Not Rio's video. I did not do that. That wasn't me. Anyways, that video of me is actually just me just yapping, no script, but I'm editing the audio just to take away any stutter. Well, at least it's supposed to. Let's take away the stutter, take away some nonverbal words like the stuff like that. I feel like there are some times where it definitely sounds off because sometimes like maybe it was one time in a video where I had to make it like where I had to like re-record like a part of it, just one word. I think it was the word I. So it sounds off because I'm like talking and then the word I just comes out. So that kind of makes it awkward, but I wish that I can like go back and maybe I can go back. Hold up. I don't want to like show too much of my things. Just in case anything bad happens, I'm just gonna. Oh shit! I'm already on OBS. I'm meant to go in CapCut. I'm not gonna show. I've decided I'm probably not gonna record my original videos on like the 9 thing. I'm still gonna keep it because, bro, I don't care. Cause I still kind of find it funny, but at the same time, it's kind of frustrating. I mean, not frustrating. It just sounds off. Okay, I'm turning back the screen. We're back. This is it. I don't know how much this is still gonna be here. I just decided to add visual stuff. But basically, in a nutshell, you see this, 23 minutes. But to be fair, I'm only at this point. Like it's pretty goofy how I needed to like just made a few second audio just saying I or something like that. Yeah. Look at this. Look at all of this stuff. The pictures over here, and figure out what I'm saying. I guess I don't know. Okay, wait. Actually, though, I wish I have like a. What is it called? Shoot. What is it called? It's like a warning before the video starts. I wish I can like say before the video like starts that this was recorded back in. Is there a way I can see when I made a certain thing? I forgot. Disclaimer? Yeah, disclaimer. Yeah, I wish that I can add a disclaimer of when this was made. Like the actual audio, because I know this was made a while ago, before I got the 9 movie, which was back in October. Yes, I procrastinated on watching it. I don't usually watch movies and then watch immediately anymore. I don't know why. I don't know the exact timing, but I'm assuming it's like a day before, or I'm assuming it's like a day before my Guess What's Coming YouTube short. Let me find it. On my phone. I'm looking for it on my phone, not on the actual live stream. Just recorded a 20. Maybe I could watch it on here. I don't know if I should. Let me look at when. Let me look it up. So the video was made on October 17th. But I remember like it took me a while, just for me just to do the last part with the jump scare, because where I had to like put the jump scare in right, and I was trying to look for good image of the jump scare from Penguin Z0. It was it was weird. I remember it was like with my parent, just going with them to grocery shopping. I don't know. We were out doing stuff. You know. I don't remember where else. I think we were just getting stuff, and I was just like filming. I was just like getting photos or like trying to think about which ones. Anyways, so I'm worried if I make the disclaimer thing, it means I have to move all my audio. I have to move each and one single them. But I guess that's kind of more like a world problem, because like it's just like a quick little move. Like everyone take more time doing literally anything else on editing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a disclaimer thing. All right, well, okay, so hear me out. Alright, I'm just gonna do a test little thing. I'm gonna use this little guy over here. I do not want to move the whole thing. Maybe I do. No, I don't. Go back. Well, gang, I'm stuck. This stupid balloon kit. Okay, what just happened? Can we just like delete everything? That guy never existed, trust. Alright, we're good, we're good. I gotta figure out how to make a disclaimer. I think maybe if I like get like a video thing over here, maybe then I could do it. Maybe like it's music. Maybe it could be similar to my Phasma Fright tier list, where let me hide the screen again. Where I'm basically like looking through my. Jeez, it's been so long since I've looked at my Phasma Fright video. Where I basically did a little thing where it was the Better Call Saul theme, and then it shows the wheelchair skeleton. Where's the thing at? Oh, there it is. Disclaimer: I made the actual video on July 26th on July 26th 2:11/3:08 a.m. thing with. But unfortunately, I don't know when or the exact time, so I don't think that matters that much. Just saying I made this back in October, I think it's good enough. What's really awkward is that I kind of left the whole fading the background. The skeleton's gone. The words are gone. It's just black now. Just a screen. And then we're here. AKA the time where I called John JFK Ronald Reagan. It still haunts. Okay, this doesn't haunt me that much. How much stuff did I use for this? Not much. Let me see what stuff I used for reference in here. What kind of images I used. I found out how to some of this tier list, which may not be video. I still haven't made that video. Teehee. How long ago was August 7th, 2020 for horror? 42 days ago. Then I added Wednesday. Wait, what? Okay. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I added Helpy in here. Because I said the wrong name for. It was about time. My mic cut out while I was doing it. It's kind of funny, not gonna lie, when it happened. What did I say over here? I'm calling myself an idiot, letting my inner Flowey out. Okay, what else happened? My mic died, RIP. I was talking about Man Room 1280. Why did I mention not real name on here? When was it? When the heck did this came out? Last year? Did not expect to. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my thing. Alright, actually, maybe we should go back to the whole Google page thing. So, is anyone here? Nope. Not anymore. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Alright, so I also added my replay mix over here, but on the tab, but then I decided I didn't delete, I didn't exit out, but I'm probably not gonna use it because of the fact that there are like actual like lyrical songs in here, which just kind of seem a place to play. I have a good feeling I know what's gonna be my recap of the first quarter of 2026. Isn't that how recaps work? The first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then the full year. I think that's how it works. I feel like it might be, unironically, it's gonna be Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which is weird because majority, like 99% of like the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze music I put it in this playlist were all from the TV thing, and that's because I'm thinking about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze music, so I'm just gonna add it to my playlist. No, a good majority, I put one on there, and then more showed up, and then pretty much like they all showed up. If you're wondering which one I think is, if you're wondering which two I'm talking about, because there's two I'm thinking about specifically, which weirdly enough, after I made my Hunger Game finale, and I'm not talking about like writing it, I'm talking about like making it, I kept thinking about Deep Keep, the music from Donkey Kong Tropical. No, it's not a problem. Wait, which part's a problem? That Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, aka game I haven't played since. No idea when I would last play it. Dude, I never made it out of like that stupid volcano level where the like was running away from the rocks, and there was this big jump I couldn't do. I still never did it. I should go back because there's like a whole bunch of OSTs. But the music I primarily listen to from it is Jam and Jam. It's a pretty relaxed song. I have a good feeling it's gonna be my number one of the first quarter, unless there's something else that shows up. Which, by the way, the most recent song in my 2025 remix was a Weird Al song that I listened to a lot, but then I decided not to listen to that much, and I would even sometimes skip it on my playlist. And that song was still number one. Which, by the way, I don't know. I feel like Weird Al might not be number one on my playlist. There's also like an issue right now, a stupid issue where a bunch of his album musics you can't listen to properly because the whole this is for YouTube Kids or whatever, and then I have to actually turn on my phone and listen to it and pray that it doesn't randomly click on a different video while I'm listening to it. It just kind of takes away from the flow of it. And that's why I usually like hesitate putting album music on there now. But I feel like a video that I feel like a music artist that is gonna be like number one is either Toby Fox or Epic Rap Battle, or even that channel that uploads Donkey Kong OSTs from like 11 years ago. That could work too. I found Deep Keep. Wonder when I added Jam and Jams. I know you've heard this, but about how I've been like taking like been like in school a little more, but I've been like reading like some stuff about like I've been like in my school. I've been learning about like the Greeks and stuff like that. So now whenever I listen to like Epic Rap Battle, Eastern philosophy versus Western philosophy, I get more hyped because the song is a lot more hyped because I know like I understand like the reference of like Socrates. I don't know how to pronounce it. The guy who like questions a lot of stuff. And I also was looking up some like stuff about it, about certain like people in there, specifically from the philosophy video in like Ivan the Terrible versus Alexander the Great, because I also was learning about the Roman Empire, which weirdly enough, I mentioned Julius Caesar in my most recent AU. Which is, I feel like it's kind of pretty goofy that I did that, but I don't know. I feel like there might. Why is there a bunch of paragraphs over here? I feel like there's like big paragraphs over here. Then there's small ones. That's kind of inconsistent, but I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of not at the same time. In my defense, I was like posting this at like 5:50 something, so I didn't have time to like split into like, part 1.5 part, and then like the other part. I didn't have time to do that, and I could actually only post it if I got rid of the star thing. But I mentioned like Julius Caesar in here. I feel like it was somewhat appropriate because the context of this story is that these guys are all pirates. Well, they're supposed to be pirates. They're not a pirate ship. And then like they started yapping about, and then Charlie started yapping that she learned about how Julius Caesar was captured by pirates. So I feel like maybe in like a future story, I should like make something like that actually happen, where like with the whole story, like where like he was saying that he's not worth that much silver, and it's actually worth a lot more. It was like even bossing the guys around, and the pirates like Caesar, so they didn't like they actually let him go, and like Caesar said that he was gonna crucify them, which he actually did, or executed him, one of those two. So maybe I guess I could like, since like a character was mentioning about Caesar, I guess something really like related like that should happen. But I don't know if that's exactly how tropes work. I'm still kind of like trying to get into it. I feel like my writings got better over time. I like to think it does. I mean, you can obviously tell which one's rushed and which one's not. I feel like Glamour Chica captured one, it was good. But but something that bothers me about it is like how Susie was also in the cage. Susie Deltrin was in the cage, when really she should have been not in the cage, because regardless if she is the cage or not, she frees like everyone, all the animatronics out of there. But at that time I didn't realize it was animatronic like, and even though I had enough time to edit it out, I still decided it makes sense. And then once I posted it, oh no, it doesn't make sense. This is okay. You know this is like part 2 of AUs, aka like the lead up to like Avengers Endgame. What the heck? Just okay, that was weird. My thumbnail was blue at first. Fun fact about this AU, this was a huge pain in the butt to upload. Okay, I uploaded this AU the same day it was New Year's Eve, which is basically this is the last day of this is the last AU of the year. Okay, the recap AU, where it's gonna eventually lead to something big, which I've been thinking about what it could be. Then I realized that it can make the implication of the other AUs being like this and that, and then it makes a bunch of stuff bad in it. So I'm trying to like kind of think about it. But if you want to know what happens in here, Shrek was seeing like a bunch of like characters like for example, Wither Bonnie from that one Minecraft AU was like complaining about 2 overall people stealing from him, and he was playing a symbol one time, and in this one AU I posted, Orange Toad plus Spamton were in this debating against Funtime Chica and Queen, which this is like a reference to the AU where Boom Boom got kidnapped to Detroit. That's still like I still think about that AUs where like Boom Boom like just got tied up and kidnapped and was sent to Detroit. I'm not sure if I should feel proud of that AU or not. I don't think I should be. I don't know. And then there's that, and then in the Queen of Spamton one refers to when Toadsworth was like a moderator in debate. At first I was gonna make him into like a sympathetic character. Then I realized what would Queen and Spamton truly do that would make them so bad? Because obviously my playlists are like based off like certain music videos, and I don't know if it's obvious by now of who I'm referring to here. I feel like it should be obvious based off the Toad. Let me find it if it's on here. I feel like it is on here. I feel like it's very obvious what the music video is referring to. If you don't know which one it is, it's the Epic Rap Battle debate video, election videos. I don't see it. I think I've gone too far. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't go too far. So I decided, and since like, since Toadsworth were supposed to represent Abraham Lincoln, and like, where he's like, where he doesn't like what was like going on. But then I realized, what would Queen, what it's a malicious act that Queen like Spamton would truly do. Queen would like, I feel like Queen would give out free potassium. So I did make her do that, which I don't think is a bad thing. Like Spamton was saying, free electricity, which I think is good. I feel like he should have like linked his crypto scam, his something like that. So then I kind of made it where Toadsworth was like the protagonist, but at the same time he's not like a good guy, but at the same time Spamton and Queen weren't like bad guys, and they still weren't. It was actually Pizza Pants that was, because apparently I think he kidnapped someone. I don't know. It was weird. That's what it was referenced. And then the Powerplex and Captain Toad thing is from the second part of the Captain Toad AU, which I've made a lot of two-parter only AUs, and I feel like most of them are kind of hit or miss. Like a bunch of them are mostly misses, because the part 2, I usually make the two-parter AUs because part 1, it just doesn't satisfy me with like what happened in it. So then I make part 2 just like conclude it. But then it just ends up like being more confusing. But for the Captain Toad one, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a really good part 2, where we got Captain Toad and Powerplex teaming up with each other, and how a person like from previously is back. I feel like I did it right. I don't know. Maybe I could reread it. Then the Mario explaining to Luigi was a reference to Mario is missing is basically happening in this one. Mario missing in this AU where Mario captured Captain Toad, because he was jealous of Captain Toad. Shrek witnessed Anakin getting dissed in the maze. I remember like this was made in the maze AU, where for some reason the Star Wars Council was dissing on him. I don't know. I feel like I was kind of a bit lazy with that part of that AU. Which, in case you're wondering why they were dissing on him, sounds so goofy to say that. Because there's this one video of like there's this one video who made the Star Wars cast rapped against like Anakin, and were like making fun of him, and like Anakin also rapped against them, but he lost obviously. So I feel like the way I go with I feel like it was one of those moments where you put what you take, which is basically where if it's a music video, then they're saying the music video. If it's a movie quote, then they're saying the exact movie quote, even though it's really out of place. Which, that's one of my biggest pet peeves of my past AUs. It cringes me out so much whenever I see someone, but then X said this quote from a movie. Like, dude, that's cringe. I really don't like that. It really cringes me out whenever I see that. Which, by the way, I recently, like, for the Pirate AU, I knew there was this one quote, but I didn't make it a quote. I just made it where Chaos King insulted Steve instead of like saying a Megamind quote, and I think it worked out well. And it wasn't just a quote from it, so that's good. I thought I saw. Oh, I found it. Anakin's denied the rank of master, but it's a rap battle. Um, yeah, that's the reason for that. It was a bit awkward. Uh, and then next up, he was at Granny's house, which was where he saw himself. Yes, he himself beat up Granny. If you're wondering which Granny, I'm talking about the Granny from the horror game Granny. And the reason why Granny's house is all in caps is because whenever I think of Granny's house, I think of like the song Granny House. And basically, like I imagine, like every time I read Granny House, I read it where it's like shouting out the lyrics Granny House. But yeah, he saw himself throwing Granny Super Mario 64 style into space, which I originally didn't know until I reread it. That story and that did happen, so then I put it in. Which, if in case you're wondering if in case you already don't understand what's happening, Shrek is witnessing a bunch of AUs, the past AUs. How? I don't know. He just kind of woke up in a weird area. I hate when it happens. This is the shortest paragraph ever. Okay, so before I edited this, I only had, but I only edited up to here. Now, that's not that much. The reason why I added to it, because honestly, the parts afterward doesn't really matter that much. It's just reference to this, reference to that, because I was strolling through my notes, stopping at a random one and putting it in. But basically, Shrek witnessed my music playlist. He was confused, and then there's like a bunch of like "Don't come here" signs. He approached it. Baldi came out, and then he like exiled him, and then pushed Shrek into like a weird thing or something. And it fell between like AUs and closed his eyes. Plus, might have get his memories, but this one character from this one other part, because this is a part 2. But no one really remembers the part 1 because the part 1 was a long time ago. And to be honest, I only made it a part 2 because first of all, the first part is Lucas going through a bunch of videos, and like at the end of it, when he defeated Samurai Asgore, I decided it didn't make sense. Like the ending of it, like there was nothing to conclude. Like who was the one who pushed him in there? It couldn't have been the Japanese Asgore person. So I decided to like one day hey, one day while I was making a playlist, there was a bunch of videos that came out and they were all so super uncohesive, super uncohesive, uncohesive. It was like felt very strange combos. So many. I don't know what logistics mean. Let me look that up. Like planning is overrated. Also, I kind of low-key forgot what I was saying now before that. What was I gonna say? Where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought it was like super, and I thought a bunch of like the music videos don't make sense. Like, what? Were there bodies here? He saw the election happening. He's running. The council is rapping against Anakin. They're dissing on him. He's at Granny's house. What is going on? Wait a second. I just remembered something. I used those videos in a bunch of playlists. Maybe I should make it where Shrek is going through a bunch of these playlists, and that's why he hasn't been showing up much. So that's what happened. Man, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so then I decided to like combine it. So basically, he got sent down, and like met Sal Lucas down here, and then they were like supposed to have a deep conversation about what's going on. But here's a problem. At the time I was editing this, it was I was outside because it was New Year's Eve. I was like at a place. It was like an event because it was New Year's Eve, though. But here's the problem. It was really cold out. And you want to know why that's a problem? My phone started going down really fast. I thought my phone being at 20 was a good enough time for me to make this AU good. But no, it started going down rapidly. It got so much so that the video is like it ended at somewhere over here. And then like I literally posted it this at exact when my phone was exactly at 1%. I even had to make sure to go on my and even went on my parents' phone just to check if it was actually uploaded or not because I was paranoid about it. And it was, luckily. So that was like a very scary experience because if my phone died, it was over. Happy New Year's, no more AUs. It's all gone. So yeah, but after we went in the car and charged my phone, I saw that I got a comment from Clarence saying Happy New Year's. So this guy was a witness to my AUs being made. So because I don't like editing my AUs because it might like make them think that I just made a post every day and then like I post this and then I filled out the rest afterwards. But usually the only reason why I like edit them is because I didn't have enough time to spread out the paragraphs. And I usually like take a picture like proving that wasn't the case. Is it effective? Probably not. But I still do it just in case. Anyways, I decided to add more of this. So now I'm gonna explain to you. I also had a rule where I can't like repeat an AU. So if an AU, if I already like, because I have like whole notes, I have a whole thing in my phone where it's just every single AU that I posted. So I scroll down and like stop at one of them, and then I would put like something in there. I would put at whatever part I was on. So but if like I scroll on stand one, that's one strike. Scroll on another, that's two strikes. Scroll on another, that's three strikes. You're out, and that's all we can have. So I'm gonna explain each one of them. Iggy's on Cap's Underpants because it was the same AU where Iggy was looking for the killer of his dog, Chain Chomp. But honestly, I don't think the story was good. I was also felt really sad learning that Iggy was actually canonically not a good dog owner. While I was researching about Iggy and his relationship with Chain Chomps, I was really disappointed with that. Boo, Canon sucks. Phantom better. Mario and Luigi trying to get Baby Mario back from Queen. Oh, I know this one. This is like the back at the part where I mentioned where you know what's funny because remember when I mentioned that the video playlists I got were confusing me. This is one of them. I remember this video. It was the rescue Undyne theme, but rescue. I don't know. I don't know what the actual video is called, but I remember this video only playing in the AU where Queen was rescuing the withered animatronics, and she even found Baby Mario on the road. So she got the baby, and then put him in a seatbelt, and then like drove him to Cyber City and leaving a sign like, "Yo, if you're a parent, come and pick your child up." But the thing is, the problem with that is the fact that that was the only time I've ever listened to that. The reason why that was a problem is because I don't recall anything Wither Bonnie's done with the song. I don't recall any other time I listened to the song. Which, of course, I later on decided it's just Wither Bonnie, so I might as well just put some Wither Bonnie type stuff in here. Maybe I did it for Minecraft 1. I don't know. Anyways, this is probably Captain Underpants theme. This is probably that one Queen Rescue, and then that's probably when we actually got to this part. And then I decided to expand more, but only got the Vanessa part. Where, let me do a little recap. So Vanessa's crying to a group of staff bots and Warship 1 is a reference to my... Alright guys, I think it might low-key be over. I'm gonna have to eat now. It's Sojo over. Goodbye.